So to get us started, I am here in my dining room, and this is the shelf I have up on the wall. And my first tip that I have for you that are kind of getting into oils or young living is have your stuff accessible, because if you don't have it where you can easily grab it, or your husband or your kids can easily grab it, you're not going to use it. At least that's how I am. If I out of sight, out of mind. So right here on this shelf is Immu Power. And that is my husband's very favorite oil. He sits right here at the dining room table every morning, and he puts on his socks and shoes, and he rubs Immu Power all over the bottoms of his feet, and he swears by it. He swears that it helps his throat stay well, and he's out in the weather all the time. And he also has some allergy stuff that he struggles with too, especially hay baling season. And so he swears by that every day. I have to make sure he's stocked up. So that whole little shelf is his. And then another thing that he uses up here is the CBD muscle rub. He puts that on his knees. So those are his two favorites that I keep right here. They're always here. He knows where they are, and he uses those. The next little spot I have in my dining room is Jake also makes these little wooden blocks, and they're super handy to have around the house so that I can grab my things quickly. The next stop, each morning, I get my little diffuser running. We typically do our homeschooling right here at our kitchen table, and diffusing helps increase productivity, cognition, focus. It drives dust to the ground. It helps purify your air. So many great benefits. So each morning I just have gotten in the habit of starting it. And this container shelving thing, I got it off Amazon, and it was for nail polish. But what I love is that everything is where I can see it. I can just grab whatever I want. Because if all these were put away, I probably would forget about them. So I like having them out. Next stop, I'm going to take you to my bathroom. And if you guys know me at all, you know that I do not use plug-in air fresheners or any kind of the sprays and things like that. I don't use those. But we all know bathrooms get super stinky. So I have a diffuser in here that I love to run, especially since this is the only bathroom on our main level. So everyone is using it, high traffic, high stink factor, right? 3 boys, right? So I love to have this guy going just all throughout the day. And then this shelf is basically the things that I use either every morning or every night. So you can see I've got my little lash serum. I use that at night. The mermaid spray I use after the shower. When my hair's wet, I spray that on my hair. This little CBD rose, what's it called? CBD Beauty Boost. It is so good. I use that at night. And then frankincense, I put frankincense in my moisturizer at night. So good. You have to try that. It's amazing. The Progesterone Plus serum, if you are a woman, you need Progesterone Plus in your life, because happy hormones, happy wife, happy life, right? It's so good. And then I've got some of the kids rollers up here. And then at the top, I've got the chest rub. This is the CBD Calm roller, and this is the rose ointment. So these are all things that we're grabbing very frequently. Another thing, I'll open up my little drawer here. We have Kid Sense toothpaste. Let me try to get the camera over, you can see. And then I'm obsessed with the lipsticks and the lip glosses and the makeup from Young Living. This next drawer down here is a lot of my skincare. The Bloom skincare is amazing. And then my Savvy stuff as well. So, and the reason I want to show you guys all this, which I got a few more rooms to show you still, but I don't want you to see this and feel overwhelmed. I want you to see this and know that for me and for my family, this is a lifestyle. It's not just about one oil. It's not just about, here, put some lavender on your burn and it'll feel better. and it will, but that's not how we do oils in our family. This is a lifestyle for us. This is about kicking toxins to the curb and toxic products that create a toxic burden on your body. And for me, that threshold is, it doesn't take a lot to throw my hormones off. And then for my ADHD son, it does not take much toxins to throw him over the edge as well. So we are trying to bring down our toxic burden and put these good products in our lives that are not only not harmful, but they're good for us, and they support our body and support our body systems. So that is kind of why I want to show you so many different things that we use. Heading on into the boys' room, there's the, if you guys follow me, you probably have seen my post about the dino wall. There's the dino wall. And then they have feather in their room, and they have some little rollers here. If you guys know anything about bedtime, those of you that are moms, tummy aches can pop up at bedtime, right? Like, oh, my tummy hurts. Tummy Jize is amazing. We keep that close by, and just some oils that we can put into feather. And I love that the big boys use a sound machine in feather, and then Drew also uses it as well. So that's in the boys' room. And then I'll take you over into my room, which is probably the messiest of the house. And in our room, on our dresser, we keep Raindrop in here because Jake and I tend to do Raindrop on each other frequently, but then we also do it on the boys pretty frequently as well. So this is our Raindrop. And then for those times where, you know, you could use a raindrop, but you're just trying to get everybody in bed, we have this roller, which has a lot of the raindrop oils in it. I call it the muscle rub roller, and it's super big, so you can get a big, huge area of your back all at one time. So we keep that in here too for just real quick. And then I've got my perfume. Another thing, I started making my own DIY perfumes because talking about toxic burden, so many perfumes have so many toxic chemicals in them. They're so bad for your health, and they're endocrine disruptors, and they mimic estrogen in your body. And so if you can pull yourself away from the perfumes, your body's gonna thank you. So I like to have my DIY oil perfume, and one of my favorite rollers in the whole world is right here. So that's kind of my dresser. And then my nightstand, let me try to hold this. The body butter, oh my gosh, so amazing, the body butter. And then I can't go to bed without lip balm. Anyone else? And then some lotions. I love how buttery soft the lotions are. And then I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with ImmuPro, but ImmuPro is fantastic to take right before bed. It has a little bit of melatonin in it, but it also is immune support. And I don't take it every night, but every so often I'll just kind of pop one in, and it's so good. So that is our room. One more stop. Maybe two more stops. Did I show you Drew's room? I think I missed Drew. I can't remember if I brought you in here or not. But Drew has little Snowy, and then he has some little oils, and we use his sound machine every night, every nap time, and he loves to put the oils in little Snowy. So that was Drew's room. And then back to the kitchen. On this side of my fridge here, I've got some Vitality oils, and I like to put those in my water, or some of them I put in my cooking when I'm cooking things up. And then hidden in here, so don't tell my boys, are the Vitality drops, and my kids love them, and they will down them if I am not careful. So I like to hide them just so that they can be mom's special little treat. And they have ones with just electrolytes, and then they have some that you can get that have energy, and the energy comes from green tea. So it's just something really nice to put into your water and you know, help with that water intake, and then you don't miss all those foo-foo drinks, right, that maybe aren't as good for us. So it's my little secret cabinet right there. And then last but not least, my little supplement container here. I love Omega Gies and Super B. If you guys have not tried those, so great for your hormones, great for a lot of things. Omega, if you just do a Google search on healthy omega fats, so good. And even Titus takes those because they are good for his brain and the right brain therapy that we are doing with him. So he takes those as well. And yeah, just some other supplements, Super C, which is great for immune support as well. But again, I'm the kind, if I don't have it sitting out, I'm going to forget about it. So I try to keep things sitting out. So I believe we are back where we started. And I hope that was kind of helpful and maybe gave you some ideas of kind of what our life looks like and how we have our things setting out. But please let me know in the comments, what are you most interested in seeing? Are you interested in some of the recipes that I have for maybe mermaid hair or perfume? I'd be happy to share those with you guys. And yeah, I've got lots of things to share as we go along. One thing I didn't mention is I do have always sitting out my thieves cleaner. And so we can talk more about that, how I switched out, our cleaners because so many toxic chemicals we're absorbing through our hands every time we clean. And so if we can get rid of some of those chemicals as well, we're doing our body such a service. So yeah, so I've got lots to share. Super excited about this group for the month of June. I'm going to be in here sharing with you guys. So feel free to invite and tell me below what you're interested in seeing and hearing about. And we'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.